Today I'm going to be reviewing this Stanley stainless steel wet dry vac 6 horsepower 8 gallon. I'm sure the horsepower is overstated, but we shall see how well it does sucking things up. I had a shop vac before, so I do have some comparison. It died. The motor is down in there. I took it all apart. I don't believe there was actually a bearing in there on the shaft. I think it was just a fit, and so I think it had gotten enough dust in there that eventually it caused it to vibrate. It made this whining sound and it put stress on the engine or on the motor, and then it failed. It started smoking. I shouldn't say it failed. It started making this horrible burnt smell, so had to replace it versus just replacing the motor. I think just a motor was going to be about $45 or $50, so here we are. This was $59 I got it at Walmart. It was the cheapest place I could find it. So I emptied out the box and we have all the parts here. First we have the motor with the on-off switch. It's a nice big on-off switch here. Easy to locate. I do like this a little better than my old one, which had the buttons you press. The filter, it's a standard filter. I checked it against the old dust bag or dust filter that I had on there, which was pretty dirty. And that one fit right on here just fine, and that was a standard one I got at the depot or something. It's got the suction tubes that you hook up to the hose. I was a little disappointed in opening it that those are not the same size as what came with the shop vac. This is my old one with the shop vac for comparison. You can kind of see here the difference. I was hoping to be able to sort of mix and match parts and have some extra parts, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So, but that's okay. I think I want to make a dust collector out of that old one anyway. So then we have the hose. It's actually about 1.5 to 2 feet shorter than the hose on the shop vac as well. Some really crappy casters that I'm sure will break quickly. A couple of wheels for that apparatus, and then you've got the stainless steel bin, and this thing's pretty light actually. I thought it was going to be heavier, but it's not very heavy at all. I do worry about it getting dented though. I don't know if stainless steel is something I really need for there, but I'm sure that it will get banged around and dented. It does have a nice outflow valve, so if you are using it for water, I don't use it for much water, but on there. So all in all, there's the parts. I'm going to put it together. We'll see how it works. So here it is all put together. I don't think that I'm going to use that handle thingy that they have on the back there. I didn't notice this before, but I can point out it's got some little spots to hold your gear, I guess, down in here. The handle would hook in here. I think I might put something on there where you can actually stick this to it, such as that. That was my one of the complaints I have with these. There's never anywhere to put the hose once you clean it up. Well, let's give it a test run. So as you can see, I have a little bit of sawdust here, and you can clearly see that my old shop vac was broken, so we're going to see how well this thing piles some of this up. I think it's going to do the job just right. I like the way it looks. I like the kind of shiny there, and then I do like the big on-off rocker switch. I think that's a little bit easier to hit because you're usually trying to swat that with the end of the thing because it's way behind you. I'm not pleased with the base. It seemed kind of chintzy. These wheels are going to bust pretty quickly, but that happened with my old shop vac as well. Right after you start using it, it seems to. They just, as soon as you start rolling them on anything, they just snap and break. It just is thin plastic down here. It's not as heavy duty. So I imagine I'll have to build something like I did with the old one for a better wheel apparatus. I didn't like the hose size. I wish that was more of a standard. My old hose could have worked with this one. But I think I'll keep it. We'll give it a try, see how it works. It wasn't terribly expensive. And I think it'll do the job. Thanks for watching, and subscribe down below. I plan on doing a video once every couple weeks, maybe 2 videos a month, just maybe review something new that we got and test it out. Have a good day.